Students plan to shut down the University of Zululand by holding a protest and march to get their voices heard. They claim that the University of Zululand Management is not taking their plight over safety and security seriously. Several students have been robbed at off-campus residences and one student is in hospital after being robbed. Well, for more on this story, we cross to our reporter Sbongakonke Mbatha, who's been following proceedings. Sbongakonke, just tell us what the scene is there. Earlier, we understand you felt that you were in danger. Is it quite tense where you are?
A very good afternoon to you, Nompu. As things stand, the situation is getting very tense. There have been a number of series of events where the police were at loggerheads with the students from far back close to the university main entrance, and now the students have by foot made their way all the way from the university to the N2. They are saying that they intend to blockade and shut down the N2 so that they attract or they draw the attention of the government so that they can see the intensity of their plight. If my colleague Nyandu can just pan to my left to show you some of the visuals where the students are actually even burning the trees around the N2 because there was quite a bit of a riffraff between them and the police, where the police were using excessive amounts of tear gas. Even now, as you can see, Nompu, a police van is approaching where the students are, because what they have done, they are starting mini fires all over in every corner they can reach to make sure that they distract the police as much as they can, because their aim right now is to come and disrupt the N2. They're saying that their plot has been going on for a number of years, blaming a lot of these robberies and a lot of these crimes on criminals called Amadabuga that prey on them now and again. We do understand that there's a student who's currently in a hospital fighting for his life after he tried to retaliate and save his belongings against these criminals, and they shot him multiple times, even though we do not know at this current point his condition. But as the day progresses, we will be keeping in touch with some of his friends as well as his family to find out the latest in as far as his situation is concerned. We have tried a number of times, Nompu, to try and get a hold of university management, but some of them, their cell phones are off and we can't really get to the university, as the students are making sure that they block all the entrances leading to the university as they charge forward, getting closer to the N2. As things stand, the police keep on multiplying. We have seen the presence of a police Nyala, which has been actively trying to disembark or disperse the crowds using tear gas. There's even traffic police from the city of Umhlatuze who are trying to divert traffic, because where we are, it is on top of a bridge that is connecting the N2, connecting Gwadlangezwa as well as Mpangeni and Richards Bay. So there's a lot of traffic that needs to be redirected at this point as the students continue to charge forward. At this stage, things are getting pretty bad, because even from this road, Nompu, as you can see, the visuals from my colleague Nyandu, there's a lot of fires that the students keep on charging forward. They're saying that they remain very adamant in their call. They want the Minister of Police to come and address them. They did mention that he did at some point come and address them with the very same issues, and he made a lot of promises. So they are saying he should come back to them and tell them the latest in terms of the programs he had promised them that he would be taking to resolve the issue, because it is reported that the issue of Amadabuga has been happening for a number of years, Nompu. It's not just an issue that is surfacing now. As early back as the 1990s, the same criminals have been terrorizing university students of Zululand for a number of years.
So, Sbongakonke, what do the students say? Have you actually spoken to them? What do they say about the solutions that they want? It's one thing for the police minister to speak to them, but what do they want to actually happen, as all South Africans are susceptible to crime?
They're saying that they feel like their university, just because it's in the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal, in the outskirts or predominantly rural area, they are not being listened to. They make references to University of KwaZulu-Natal, University of Cape Town, as well as Wits. They're saying that if similar plights were raised, they were going to be effectively taken charge of. They're saying they just want safety. They're saying there's not adequate safety measures around the university to ensure their safety, even when when they're on campus, people come and go as they please. So they're saying that their safety is not being prioritized by the government in KwaZulu-Natal. So they are taking the matter into their own hands, saying that if the government is refusing to listen to them, they are going to make sure that the government listens to them. On our visuals right now, my colleague Ndando Mnyando is showing you visuals of the students. They have actually reached the N2 and they're trying to use municipal roadwork services to block the road. They're even using the gum tree or pine trees rather, Nompu, as their resources to try and block the road. As you can see right now, some of them are even using pipes to make sure that traffic coming from Durban is not charging forward across this bridge. So things are getting quite hectic, but the police are trying to manage the situation, and there's a lot of fires happening around, so it's very difficult to manage them as they have dispersed throughout the pine trees at this moment. They are using the pine trees as their armor so that they can navigate in and around and manage to block the road.
Sbongakonke, thank you very much for that report. We'll keep up with you as the day progresses. My colleague Sbongakonke Mbatha reporting there from KwaZulu-Natal.